guys, we've been in this MM2 Easter update for over 2 weeks now, and now that we are in the month of May, people are starting to wonder on how much time exactly do we have left in this Easter update to collect all the common eggs and to collect all the rare eggs and even to save up a Robux to get the brand new Bloom bundle. How much time do we have left before the Easter update is gone? Now, as much as I'd love to say like a specific day and then just end the video off here, unfortunately, Nicholas doesn't really tell us when events end. Like, he never tells us when they end, he never tells us when they start either. We kind of just have to do like a big guessing game on how much time exactly we have for an update before it gets removed. I don't know why Nicholas does this. It's honestly very annoying that he doesn't tell us when events end and stuff, but thankfully we have seen a lot of Easter updates in the past. I'm pretty sure this is the 5th Easter update now, so we can kind of look back at those updates and see how long exactly those events lasted, so we can kind of pinpoint a day, or at least a time estimate on how much time we have for this Easter update until it gets removed forever. Now we can look back at stuff like the Easter 2023 event from 2 years ago. That event got removed on May 3rd of 2023. I am recording this on May 4th. So if the MM2 Easter event this year ended at the same time as the one from 2 years ago, the Easter update would already have been gone by now. To be fair, that update got released a lot earlier since Easter was a lot earlier in the year in 2023 compared to 2025 when Easter Day was like April 20th, right? It was a lot later in April. Now, last year's Easter update released on the same day on April 1st, but for some random reason, the event lasted an extra 2 months and we got to keep collecting eggs until July 4th. Why did last year's Easter update last so long? I don't know, actually. There's not really a good explanation to that other than Nicholas just not feeling like ending it. I guess he was feeling a little lazy in the month of spring. No offense to Nicholas, but I mean, there's really no excuse of why the Easter update lasted a whole 3 months. It really shouldn't have. Like, why wouldn't Easter update last just as long as the summer update? You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. But this year's Easter update came out around 2 to 3 weeks after the Easter updates from the previous years. So even though years like 2023, that update ended in early May, I'm not really too upset that this Easter update hasn't ended yet, because if it ended in early May, this update would have only lasted like 2 weeks long, which is abysmally short for a Murder Mystery 2 event, seeing how most of them last like 1 to 2 months, sometimes even like up to 3 months, like last year's Easter. So here's the May calendar right now, and I feel like the absolute earliest this Easter update could end is sometime in late May. I think that would make a lot of sense. Like maybe sometime like in the 24th of May, or maybe like all the way back to like the very tail end of May, like the 30th or 31st. I feel like that would make sense, because if it ended sometime in late May, that means that we had around a month to collect all the eggs, which was like the same amount of time as like the Easter 2023 event, which lasted a little bit over a month. It was like a month in like 2 days or something. So we could honestly see something like that happen again. Like we could see this Easter update end in late May, and it would last like around like a month and a few days, maybe even like a month and a week. Honestly, it could also end sometime in like early June as well. Maybe on like the 1st of June, 2nd of June, maybe even all the way to the 6th or 7th of June. If Nicholas wants to keep the Easter update for a little bit longer and keep it for like a month and like 2 weeks or something, honestly, if he did that, I wouldn't be too upset. I think sometime in late May or early June is like a perfect time for Nicholas to end off this Easter update, because it still gives us a few more weeks to collect eggs without keeping the Easter update in the game for far too long, like what he did for last year's Easter. But Nicholas did confirm that a summer update is 100% confirmed, and we are going to be seeing a summer update later in the year in Murder Mystery 2. Reason why that's important is because last year's Easter ended when the summer update released. It was the same exact day, the same exact time, and when the server shut down for the summer update, we were in that Easter lobby. So I'm just saying, if Nicholas is feeling a tiny bit lazy, which lazy in code word, I don't know what Nicholas is doing exactly. Maybe he's very busy and he doesn't have time to put in like the 10 minutes to end an event, I'm not sure. But if Nicholas does not feel like ending the event on time, he might just end it when the summer update releases. And when the time comes, I'll be making a full video on when I think the summer update will come out. But if it's anything like the previous 2 summer updates, it could be coming out sometime in like early July, which could also mean the Easter update could end in early July. Or maybe even like late June as well, since we already know the update is confirmed. Maybe Nicholas will release it a little bit earlier, and maybe sometime in late June if we're lucky. Which I think that would be fair, since the Easter update was a little bit later this year. So maybe we could see a summer update a little bit earlier this year, and we could see the Easter update being removed sometime in late June, which would give us like 2 months for the Easter update, which honestly, I feel like is a little bit too long for an Easter update. I don't think it needs to last 2 whole months, and I would much prefer it to end sometime in late May or early June. But obviously, I don't always get what I want in Murder Mystery 2, and unfortunately, I don't choose when the events end. So as much as I wouldn't want it to end in late June, I'd want it to end a little bit earlier. That honestly could be something that Nicholas decides to do, and he could decide to end the Easter update when the summer update gets added to the game. Who really knows though, because last year's Christmas update ended in like early February, I'm pretty sure. It actually ended at a good time, which I respect Nicholas for doing. So seeing how Nicholas actually ended the Christmas update at an extremely fair time, maybe he'll do the same for Easter as well. Because throughout all of 2024, Nicholas was just not ending events. Like the Easter update didn't end until summer came out. The summer update didn't end until Halloween came out. And Halloween didn't end until sometime in December, which made that Halloween update, I'm pretty sure last year's Halloween update was the longest Halloween update we've gotten, which is an insane feat, seeing how we've had 10 Halloween updates at this point. Last year's was the longest one ever, because Nicholas just didn't feel like ending it at a good time. But since the Christmas update, Nicholas actually locked in and ended it in early February, instead of keeping it in the game until sometime in April for the Easter update. Maybe Nicholas realized, maybe I shouldn't keep these events in the game for that long, so Murder Mystery 2 isn't just 100% event all of the time. Like throughout all of 2024, I'm pretty sure we were inside of an event. I guess like the only time we weren't was like during the pre-Christmas update, which there wasn't really anything to do at that time. So honestly, I think it is the most likely for Nicholas to end this update in late May or early June, but it could honestly end sometime in late June or early July if Nicholas wants to keep the event in the game for a little bit longer, like last year's Easter. So yeah, for anyone that was afraid that they might not have enough time to collect the eggs before the event gets removed, don't worry. At the very least, you guys still have like 3 weeks or something to collect the eggs. I don't even think the Easter update is like halfway done yet. We probably still have a lot more time for this update. And when you compare the Easter update to stuff like the Christmas update, Halloween update, even like the summer update, this event really does not take that much time to complete. Like I completed everything in this update within the first week, honestly. So if you guys decided to put in the time, you guys could very easily like 100% this event like in a week, or maybe even like a couple of days, because honestly it's easier to collect the rare eggs now when the update is older, since most people in the server already have collected like a lot of rare eggs compared to like the start of the event where everyone's collecting rare eggs. The rare eggs are just like sitting in the maps with no one collecting them because so many people in the server already have them. So it's easier than ever to complete this Easter update, so do not worry, you guys still do have a lot of time. But I would recommend you to maybe get started on the Easter update soon, since we don't really know exactly when this event is going to end. But at the very least, you guys still have a couple weeks. So yeah, guys, please let me know in the comment section, how much have you done in this Easter update? Like how many common eggs do you have? How many rare eggs do you have? And are you guys planning on completing the Easter update before the event is over? Or have you guys already done it? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, guys, that's about it to this video, so I'm gonna end it off here. So until next time, goodbye!